A friend of ours asked us to do a full restore on this, but keep it absolutely original as possible. This was his father's hunting knife, or one of his father's hunting knives, so it's definitely a treasured possession. So I'm going to go very, very easy on this restore, very light restore, if you will. I'm just going to bring it back to where it would have been, but keep it absolutely original. So I'm not going to be replacing any components on the knife. Okay, this is the original leather stack, all right, which is in good shape. There's no broken or missing pieces of the stack. So we're not even gonna remove this. Okay, we're gonna restore what's here, or bring back, or expose the beauty of this knife. Okay, we'll set that aside. As far as the sheath has got some issues. Okay, we've got some thread missing. Okay, so we're gonna restitch this by hand. The rivets are in good shape, so we're gonna clean those up. The leather itself, we're going to clean up and condition. We've got the strap, the retainer strap, which is broken. Okay, so you can see the snap end is broken off. That's fairly common, especially for the age of this. This is probably 50 to 60 years old, this knife. Okay, so we're going to replace that and match the leather as close as possible. The rest of this sheath we are going to be able to save. Okay, so it's literally just the retainer strap. All right, so we've got some thread missing down over here, so we're going to replace all of this thread, okay, with new thread. This thread is shot. Okay, so, and we'll bring this leather back to life. Okay, and give it another 50 or 60 years of service. So that's it. So we're going to go ahead and start this restore. Really looking forward to this, and we'll get it going. So a little bit about the knife itself. This is a Kiffe knife from Solingen, Germany. That is a region of Germany that's about 25 kilometers east of Düsseldorf, and it's a city that's known as the City of Blades. So for many centuries, this region has been the heart of bladesmithing. Okay, going all the way back to medieval times. So it's a very interesting region of Germany, a very interesting company that made this knife, and this is a World War II era military combat knife. Okay, so it's a very interesting piece. We're going to bring this back to its former glory. One thing I'd like to display is to see if this knife will cut the way it is. So we've got a standard sheet of paper, and we're going to see if we can get this to cut. Not bad. Not bad. It will cut. We will be improving on that ability by the time we were done. Okay, this restoration of the World War II combat knife, the Kiffe, we are going to start with restoring the sheath. Okay, so we're going to do that first, and then we will move on. Once we complete the sheath, we will move on to restoring the knife itself. So this will be part one of a two-part series. The thread over the past 70 plus years has just absolutely disintegrated. Just going to hit this with a little leather renew using my finger and a soft cloth. Just to loosen that area up a little bit, loosen up that thread, and also to help not, to help it to become less brittle. Because right now it's a little bit brittle, the leather. So that will help it from deteriorating and cracking even more. Okay. Just going to continue to work the threads, the old thread out. Alright, well, it took some time and some stick-to-itiveness, but I have removed all of the old stitching. Yeah, so now that we have all the old stitching removed, we are going to do a thorough cleaning. Okay, we're going to utilize some saddle soap, and we're going to clean this, and we're going to clean it, and then after we're done cleaning it, we're going to clean it some more, and then we'll see where we're at. Alright, so we clean the sheath with saddle soap for, I'd say, for about a half an hour, and then we let it thoroughly dry. So you can see that a lot of dirt, 70 years worth of dirt, came off of this piece of leather. And you can see the difference in the color here. Alright, so we've got some staining, which is really deep, which is fine. Basically, that adds to the patina. Got some staining in the front that's really deep, and I didn't want to go any further with this. This really, it shows its use, it shows its wear. For some reason, this was rubbing against something that had a lot of oils, and it stained it very deep, and so that's not something that's going to be able to be removed. But you know what? That just, like I said, adds to the patina. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to clean up the rivets. They came pretty clean, but we're going to clean them up with some 500 or some 400, I should say, with our Dremel light. See how that comes out. Alright, so we got this cleaned. We've got the rivets polished out. Now we're going to add some Bix leather conditioner. Okay, so I've got the sheath conditioned. It's in pretty good shape. What we're going to do is we're going to re-stitch the lower half at this point. We're going to use a wax coated thread, muslin, and a nice contrasting color, similar to what would have been on there originally. Might have been a little lighter, but this is a very good match. Okay, so we've got the stitching on the lower completed. Came out really nice. Okay. Now what we need to do is fastener strap. Okay. Yeah. So this strap, need to recreate this strap. Missing a snap on this side. Okay, so the male end of this is torn pretty badly. I mean, if I had a snap on this side, I'd probably save this. But being that, you know, we need to recreate this side anyway, and this is torn, it's not going to match. So I'm going to make a new piece. Alright, so we have these two pieces. We've got the male end and the female end. Okay. We've got a piece of scrap leather that should match up nicely. Same thickness. Yeah, that should work out nicely. Alright, so we got the, the strap, the brand new strap on there. This is what we were working with. Garbage. 70 years old, so you know it did pretty good. Yeah, so that's out. Brand new snap, brand new leather. Stitching to match what was on there. Okay. So we kept it nice and original. Nice snap. Nothing like a brand new snap. Look at that. What we're going to do is we're going to hit this, condition this again with some Bic. Let that soak in for a second. Wipe off a little bit of the excess. Conditioner. Yeah, so that's it. That's where we're at. So this sheath has been, I wouldn't say restored. It's been brought back to a condition where it's it should not deteriorate any further. It's able to be used or utilized again. This could be used on a daily basis, okay, if need be. Okay, we will we'll put the knife back in, which we're going to restore tomorrow, or at the very least start the restore tomorrow. I think we'll be able to complete it. We're going to start early on this, get a full day in, and we should be able to get it done tomorrow. But we can see, just to get an idea of that sheath, where we're at. Okay. Very nice. Very, very, very satisfied with how that came out. This is really a refurb. I'm going to call this a refurbish. So our intent was not to restore back to new. We wanted to refurbish what was there and make it usable again. So what we did was we first cleaned it with saddle soap extensively. I cleaned it for about a half an hour, 45 minutes, just to get the buildup on there. Okay. Then we followed it up by removing all the old dried out thread. We put new thread in. This is muslin, so this is going to last. It's a nylon component, wax thread, so that's going to last a long, 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 long time. We cleaned up and polished the rivets, okay, and then we built a new strap, okay, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with where we're at with this right now. Quite pleased, okay. Looking forward to doing the restore of the blade tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel if you found it enjoyable or helpful in any way. And have a great day.